Hi there, YouTubers. I'm going to do about 2 or 3 videos of albums I've picked up this summer, and to start this, we have the first album by Les Paul and Mary Ford called The Hitmakers, Capitol Records. I think it's about 1953 that it was first released, and this is the album that has their big hit How High the Moon and Vea con Dios. Notice here we have Les and Mary. Les has his Les Paul, original Les Paul, with it's gold, probably a gold top with the P90 soap bar pickups on it. The next album is Sister Rosetta Tharpe, Gospel Train, and here's Sister Rosetta Tharpe playing the Les Paul. This is the 1950s, and it's a gold top with the same pickups. This is a gospel album. The cover's not in that great a shape, but the album's okay. This is a bit of an odd one. It's Elizabeth Taylor in London, original television soundtrack recording, and it's her major recording debut. It would have been from the 1960s. It's on Colpix Records. And the music is composed by John Barry, who composed the James Bond, the 60s James Bond themes and things like that. This is an album that I don't know very much about, but it's called the Grease Band. They're a British band from the 1970s. It's on the Shelter record label. It has an odd inner cover. It's kind of a floral design, but you have the 4 band members hanging from the trees. And a couple little girls running off. Rainbow, double live album, Rainbow on Stage. Richie Blackmore, Ronnie Dio, Cozy Powell was the drummer at the time. Another double live album, it's Buddy Miles live, and the cover of this is by Abdulmadi Clairwine, who also did the cover of the Santana Abraxas, and Bitches Brew by Miles Davis. Another double live album, it's Colosseum. Colosseum British band. They were a horn band, early 70s, kind of a bit jazzy, jazz fusiony a bit. Members, British people would be familiar with John Heisman and Dick Hextall Smith, and the vocalist is Chris Farlow. Classical Smoke by the Kasnitz Cats Orchestral Circus, Buddha Records, Super K label, and these are the fellows that brought you the 1910 Fruit Gum Company and, Simon Says, Chewy Chewy, Ohio Express, those kinds of things. And this is classical music done in a kind of a pop style. Gerry and the Pacemakers, first LP, Canadian, and they're on Capitol in Canada. This contains the hits I'm the One, You'll Never Walk Alone, I Like It. The second Yardbirds album, Canadian one at least, it's called Having a Rave Up. This is the second copy of this I have. I picked it up because it's very rare, and it might be in better shape than the one I have. The Beatles' second album. This is second American album containing She Loves You and Roll Over Beethoven. Now, it's on Capitol, and in the States, really it was their third album, but it was their second Capitol album. And the first album in the States was on VJ, introducing the Beatles. Original copies of that are very hard to find, and Meet the Beatles was the first American Capitol Beatles album. Now, with the same cover, this is the Canadian album called Long Tall Sally. In Canada, this was their third album, correctly their third album. The difference between this and the American is there's a bit different track listing with the songs. The American one has She Loves You, while the Canadian one has I Want to Hold Your Hand. Now in Canada, the first album was actually Beatlemania that was released here, which is the same as the British with the Beatles album. The second Canadian album was Twist and Shout, which was equivalent to the American introducing the Beatles on VJ, and the British Please Please Me. Thank you for watching.